Different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played.
There might be another Tiffany Henyard clone in the suburbs of Chicago. There might be a Tiffany Henyard clone. So Jada Curry is the mayor of a small suburb in Chicago, south suburb, and the residents of that township are pissed because they have found out that she has been caught with her hands in the cookie jar. Here we go again, another mayor. So let's go to Chicago, take a listen to what's going on up there with Mayor Jada Curry, because this one here, she might be another one that's about to see her fate. Or either she's may find herself not getting reelected next week. So let's take a listen.
Behind these barbed wire.
A South Suburban mayor up for re-election next week is feeling the heat from her residents and questions from our news team.
We spent months trying to get a simple answer about her salary. CBS News Chicago's Lauren Victory goes on the hunt for answers.
Morning, Mayor Curry.
Morning.
I'm great.
This interaction is months in the making. CBS News Chicago heard from residents that Lynwood Mayor Jada Curry is taking home nearly triple the amount that's in the budget. Our calls and emails asking for an explanation didn't get us too far, so we took a trip to the south suburb.
Can we talk to you about some questions circulating about your salary?
We sent over a statement to you all.
A statement that led to even more questions about how taxpayer money is being spent in Lynwood. More on that after some quick history. In 2021, Jada Curry ran for village president, aka mayor. Well before the election, this ordinance drastically reduced the salary of its next to-be-determined mayor. $85,000 a year dropped to $20,000. We know Curry knew about the pay cut because she was a trustee, and her vote is recorded right here, opposing the $20,000 salary.
You just made $93,000.
Now fast forward to 2025.
Do you have an explanation for that?
I'll take your question and follow up with you. Thank you.
Curry is
So these people want to know where that money at. You done took a salary that you're not supposed to, and you knew the salary got reduced, so why are you taking more money? And all of a sudden, I'll get back to you. Nah, you don't need to get back to the residents. Where them taxpayer dollars at? Where the taxpayer dollars at?
running for a second term. Her first mayoral campaign on a platform of transparency. Transparency. Is that what you call ignoring public records requests? CBS News Chicago had to get the Illinois Attorney General involved to compel Lynwood to comply with the law. It took the village nearly 2 months to hand over Mayor Curry's payroll records. Here's what we finally learned. Curry brought home almost $100,000 in 2024. She's currently paid to be village president, $20,000, cannabis commissioner, $5,000, liquor commissioner, $10,000, $35,000 in the budget. So where'd the extra cash, more than $60K, come from?
What do you say to people that are confused about what you're being paid?
I've given you your written response.
That written response, mentioned earlier, does account for the additional money. She's paid for meetings, we were told. It's right there on Curry's pay stub, $2,500 every 2 weeks. Wait, a mayor paid for meetings?
What? Y'all hear that? She get paid for meetings, $2,500. So she's charging the residents every time she has a meeting every 2 weeks. That's $2,500 out of y'all tax budget. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is abuse and fraud. Once again, there's some serious issues in Chicago.
Making the decision about these kind of perks of the office, that you get paid for extra work that is in fact part of the job description.
David Greising spoke to us in general about public official salaries. He heads up the watchdog group, Better Government Association.
Typically, the mayor doesn't have the right to raise their own salary.
Would you like to sit down for a formal interview?
Curry literally closed the door on the opportunity to explain where in the budget it says she's supposed to be paid $65,000 a year to go to meetings. Her representative later sent us the previous mayor's pay stub to show he too was compensated for meetings. Ah, yes, there it is, a whopping $900, not 65 G's.
Yeah. Here we go. She somehow or another raised the budget so she can get paid more. Now, there is like little stipends that they get. I know here where I'm at, it's like $120 or something for the year. It's like $10 a meeting or something like that. It's really nothing. It's really, really nothing. But $65,000, that's a whole salary just to meet.
Lauren Victory, CBS News, Chicago.
Curry's representative tells us her meeting pay is part of a $372,000 allocation labeled administrative salaries. At least one trustee who voted on that same budget tells us she's never heard of meeting pay.
So, here we go. Another one out here spending the taxpayer dollars loosely. I am so glad that the residents are starting to ask questions about these people that are in office and where their money going. I am so glad that we are starting to ask these questions because it's been far too long that taxpayer dollars have been going to things that we have no idea as to what our money going to. All we know is that we get taxed. We get taxed. You get taxed on the money that you make when you get paid. You pay taxes on the food that you eat. You pay taxes on the house that you're in. You pay taxes on the property that you own. You pay taxes to the school board. You pay taxes to the city. You pay taxes to the state. Everything that we do in this country, we are taxed for. And all they're doing is spending. And I'm glad that people are waking up to this because it is high time that we start asking these questions and these people start being held accountable. It is high time. Enough of the shenanigans. Enough of the playing around, taking advantage of people simply because you can. And they're not paying attention because look at who's doing this stuff on the local level. It's people that look like you, who say that they fighting for you, they got your best interests at heart, and then they turn around and do stuff like this. This is the shame. An absolute shame. Just taking money and spending y'all money and no accountability and nobody knows where the money's going. It's just being, hey, poof, be gone. It's fees. $65,000 for her to come to a meeting. That's what the village of Lynwood paid Jada Curry. Now, y'all tell me if y'all think that is proper use of government funds.